Hi guys, in this video we're speaking about the heart chakra, the powerful signs of love. By the end of this video, you'll know how love, disempowerment are in the heart, how to tell if you're in a relationship of love or disempowerment, signs that you're in a relationship of love and signs that you're in a relationship of disempowerment. You know, I'm Varney. I'm a spiritual teacher, author, podcaster, and I am also CEO of Spiritual Awakening Academy, where we have many different online programs and group coaching we do around spirituality, energy work, manifestation, alchemy, quantum jumping, shamanic practices, and witchy magicians, all that kind of thing. If that's your kind of thing, come over and join us. You'd be so welcome, so well. Anyway, without further ado, let's go. Heart chakra. I love the heart chakra. I love working with my people who are mentor around the heart. A lot of people, when you say to them, connect to the heart. I know certainly when I was a bridal designer, I had a very closed, I was very egoic in the head. That if somebody says to me, go and feel your heart, I would have looked at them as if they had horns on their head. I would not have understood what they meant. And some people don't understand that. And an easy way for you to get that awareness in your heart is just take an awareness to your finger. That's easy for you to do, isn't it? Take the awareness to the finger. That awareness you've just took to your finger, now place it to your heart center. Now, the heart center isn't your actual heart. The heart center is, let me just get this, is round about this area here. Yeah, it's where my lovely necklace, crystal necklace that I received from that was handmade. Beautiful, isn't it? And this is where I have it, my heart center. It's a nice protector as well. So, if you're familiar with spiritual teaching, some people are, I know I certainly wasn't. You've probably heard that love and disempowerment are in the heart. But what does that actually mean? What's the implications that that has on your life? Love and disempowerment are both in the heart, and we get to choose which one of them we prefer to be. Well, it's not sort of prefer, but what one are we going to focus on? We can either empower love or we can disempower it. Love is the most powerful force in the world. But when it's disempowered, it becomes weak and fragile. It really does. And when you choose the power to empower love, it really becomes strong and resilient. Me just speaking about that is just opening my heart up. And it's up to us to determine which of these forces will be in our hearts. Spiritual people often talk about the importance of love. And we believe that love is the key to happiness and that it can heal any wound. However, it's often overlooked, the fact that love can also be a source of great power. And when used inappropriately, it can be incredibly destructive. And this is what we call disempowerment. So from the heart is the fourth chakra, as I said, it's the center of the chest. Usually people see it as green. However, in the pranic world is a few colors, The area of governance that it uses is the heart, the lungs, blood, and circulation. The themes around it is obviously love, healing, compassion. Really good oils to use for it is rose, um, jasmine, lang lang is very good also. The demon of this chakra is grief, because when we grieve and we don't allow that grief to take it, because it's levels grief. When we don't allow it to take those levels it's needed, we can close. The heart can become closed. Yeah, and the basic rights is to love and be loved. It's really allow yourself to love thyself. you know. A lot of us, and I used to, it used to be me also, we would run a mile because we feared love. Yeah. And all these unconscious patterns come up when love is even near us, because we've been hurt in the past. But allow yourself to really step over that fear. So, what does it look like when you're in balance? You're compassionate, you're kind, you're grounded, you're nurturing, yourself as well as others. You're open, you've got a joyful heart, you've got a happy disposition, and you've got a purpose. You're guided by your faith and your appreciation of life, and you easily express emotions. And the backside of it is that you have divine support, love, and a healthy flow of love out front. Now, if you have disempowerment going on within the heart center, it can cause anger, not feeling, numb, loneliness, procrastination can come in here. Also, imposter syndrome, not feeling good enough, not worthy. All these kind of low-level emotions. It also, when the heart center is closed, you can have a heart wall over this. I do have a video that hopefully is above here that you can see after this is played, that really does tells you more about the heart wall. It really does tell you more. It really has when we have a heart wall, we really do stop love. We have skewed love language. When somebody's trying to give you love, it's get taken out of context, and vice versa. When you're trying to give love, it's taken out of context also. How many times do we do that? Also, you could have issues with wealth and abundance, meaning your heart center is not open because you're not allowing energy to flow. So that it could be something there as well. And if you're feeling that, there's good affirmations that are needed here. I'm free. Basically, the first one is I'm love. I love myself. I'm safe to share my heart, my finances. Your highest and the best always unfolds. I listen and follow my heart, trust in my future. It's safe for me to love myself and others. I am a unique expression of the universe. Yeah, really does. And if you're in a relationship with disempowerment, you'll know, because you'll always be angry, you'll always be triggered, you'll always see the negative side of everything, which will disempower you. If you're in a relationship that is disempowering you, your heart center needs work. Because, believe it or not, you're actually creating behaviors that are unconscious, that you don't even know you're doing, that's triggering the relationship you're in. And the thing is, when you know the difference when you're in a loving relationship and when you're in a disempowering relationship. When you're in a loving relationship, you're just always happy. You're always looking for joy. You're not looking for joy. It's just there. It's just a loving. You just want to help all you want to spread that love. The people around you, your relationships are healthy, and that's the difference. Yeah. I'm Anne Varney, spiritual teacher, coach, and podcaster. And also, please like and subscribe to the channel. Speak to you later.